Live at the historic JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse, the Orange welcome the Clemson Tigers in a battle to improve conference tournament seeding and NCAA tournament hopes. It's Syracuse, it's Clemson on ACC Network Extra. Let's take a look at the top 7 ACC standings. A very neck-and-neck battle we have this afternoon between Syracuse and Clemson. Top 4 seeds in the conference receive a double bye. And welcome courtside inside the Dome. Joseph Duffey joined alongside former Syracuse forward Kyra Wood and Sydney Coulier, who we'll be hearing from on the baseline in just a few moments. We have a really good game tonight, Kyra. And we welcome you courtside. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Joseph Duffey joined alongside Adam Gotkin and Sydney Coulier in the sidelines. Adam, let's start with Syracuse. This is a team that started off the season very well, and then they ran into a top 10 opponent and got thumped in the Michigan Wolverines.
The historic 60th Super Bowl took place between the Seahawks and Patriots at Levi Stadium, home of the San Francisco 49ers. Could former Jets quarterback Sam Darnold put away his ghost for good, or would Drake May and the Patriots come out on top for an NFL record 7th Lombardi trophy? It was a beautiful sight on the West Coast at Levi's. In near midfield, the Seattle defense again disrupting May, Uchenna Nwosu snagging the ball, and this will be ruled a 45-yard pick six all the way, and that was pretty much all she wrote for the Seahawks. With a final of 29-13, Seattle defeats New England to secure its second Super Bowl title. It really never felt close. Pure domination by the Seattle Seahawks defense. It was a historic Friday at the JMA Wireless Dome as two #1 teams made the trip to face Syracuse men's and women's lacrosse. And starting with #2 Syracuse men's lacrosse, the Orange looked to avenge its loss against the team that eliminated them in the NCAA tournament last year in #1 Maryland. Syracuse head coach Gary Gates said how special it was for the players tonight to play in front of 10,000. Syracuse had not beaten the Terps since 2009.
Yeah, she had a career-high 27 points in that OT loss in Chapel Hill against North Carolina. Not as great scoring-wise, but still had a great 17-point and 15-rebound performance. But her defense has been the hallmark of her performance this season.
In a game that used to come with hype, Syracuse men's basketball once again duked it out with Duke. Off a 2-game win streak against Cal and SMU, the Orange went to Durham against the #3 Blue Devils. And ESPN bracketologist Joe Lunardi said earlier in the day that he would have Syracuse on the bubble with an upset possibly. Familiar faces in Durham as Cuse legend and former national champion Carmelo Anthony was in attendance. But I think what it means is that you don't necessarily have to be an elite quarterback still in 2025 to win a Lombardi trophy. Somehow Sam Darnold, the first quarterback from that 2018 class to haul in a Super Bowl trophy, nobody would have expected that when he was with the Jets.
From the campus of Syracuse University, this is Newhouse Afternoon.
And welcome back. It is 3 o'clock on the dot here at the Newhouse SMC studios. It is Newhouse Afternoon. Glad to have you back here on Q Sports Talk on YouTube and Twitch. I'm Joseph Duffey, joined alongside Hunter Caparelli as well. Syracuse victorious 94-70 in its return to the JMA Wireless Dome. It was a heartbreaking loss against UNC and Chapel Hill, where Uche Ezoji actually had a career-high 27 points. Tonight, though, against Georgia Tech, she had 17 points and 15 rebounds. Dominique Darius was also lighting it up with 20 points, but Layla Filia was a big story tonight as she led her team with 23 points. It was a struggle shooting 2 of 13 in Chapel Hill. Tonight, she was the leading scorer for her Orange. The Orange will play next against Miami in Miami at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Look, it was not a pretty win at all, but a win is a win. And Coach Fran Brown mentioned that in his postgame presser, all you need is one more point than your opponent for a victory. And 27-20 was the final in overtime. But also Sophie Burrows, the star of the game, 19 points, 16 rebounds, her first double-double of the season, third of her career, the ultimate performer tonight for her Orange. The Orange moved to third in the Atlantic Coast Conference standings, and what a big win it was going against this Clemson team, but also how big it was as we inch closer to the tournament season in the ACC and the NCAA tournament coming up in just a month. That'll do it for me in Syracuse, New York.
While I speak here quietly at the Pettit Library, I passed by this dictionary to my left, and I looked up the word art. One of the definitions of the word art is a field genre category. And while Izzy did not major in art at Buffalo State University, much to the dismay of her mentor, she majored in art education, something that would help her so much as her career progressed.
The tradition continues this Sunday at the Chili 5K, as Myers Creek will be one of the heavy-hitting names impacting the Casanova Children's House in a project to help fundraise for renovations.
We have 2 days to submit limit of 250-word proposal. It's not long. We need an idea.
250 words?
Yeah, it's not long at all.
That's grand.
It's easy.
We'll do that.
Talking about submitting a proposal for homework during weight training? That's just the studious Donna Lawler, a Syracuse master's student from Kildare, Ireland.
I've said it before, rugby people are the same everywhere you go in the world. So I just knew as soon as I saw these guys that it was just going to click and I was going to get along with them well.
Donna graduated from University College Dublin in May 2025 and grew up playing rugby from a young age all the way to Leinster A, a step below top-level Irish rugby.
My dad played for Ireland, he played for Leinster. He coached me all the way up from, started in under 7s, under 8s, and he coached me all the way up until I went to secondary school, which is about 13 years.
Lawler always wanted to study sustainable policy in the U.S. for his master's. Syracuse rugby was the path.
It's on the field or the pitch where Donna Lawler feels at home. Syracuse rugby was his gateway to the U.S. college experience. But if not for a certain coach from back home in Ireland, who he's known for a decade, that experience would not become a reality.
Colin O'Hare has coached Syracuse for nearly 3 years. He bounces between Leinster and Syracuse as a key player in a partnership that's lasted 3 years, all to help improve the Irish club's footprint in the States. While at Leinster, he recommended Syracuse to Donna and his father.
So Donna's been magnificent since he came here, not only on the pitch but off the pitch, in terms of how he conducts and shows what good looks like, in terms of being the best you can be as a player, in terms of the physical side with your S&C, nutrition, how you look after yourself and lifestyle.
Donna has only been on the team since 2025, but the aspiring policy analyst will be missed when he earns his master's this semester.
He is one of those players that has shifted the club from where we first originally started to where we will be going, and that elevation is because of him, and that elevation is something that we will always remember him from.
For the young lad from Kildare, his environmental focus and sustainable policy will likely draw him back to Europe because of America's lack of jobs in that field. But his legacy at Syracuse promises to impact players on the pitch for years to come. In Syracuse, Joseph Duffey, NCC Sports.